Have you heard of the saying, ask for forgiveness instead of permission? Well, that's exactly what I'm doing because my husband is out of town for 7 days and I don't want him to tell me no when it comes to renovating this bathroom. I don't like these tiles anymore. I don't like this light. There's not a lot I like about this space. It's just too mid-century modern for me. I just find the light mid-century modern. I find the tiles mid-century modern, and it's just not the vibe of this house. We did this when we first moved in, and I'm just ready for a change. And I don't want my husband to tell me no. So we are going to try to complete this project before he gets home. I am hoping that when I get these tiles off, I can do it in a very gentle way so that I just have to repair the drywall so that I don't have to re-drywall this piece and I can just put some mud in and fix it that way. I am going to be putting wallpaper halfway down these walls, so it definitely doesn't need to be perfect, but I know having to re-drywall is going to take so much more time and I do not have the time for that. So I have to do this carefully to not create a lot of damage. I don't really know if that's going to be possible. So we'll see. I'm going to do my best here. Let's get started. We're going to take this mirror out. My golden rule when it comes to renovations is to always times your original timeline by 2 or 3. I'm not doing that for this project. We have to get this done before my husband gets home. So I don't care if I'm stuck doing this all day and all night for the next few days. Your girl's gonna get it done. I felt like a total dad with these glasses on, but protection over everything. I honestly have no idea where to start. I think I'm just gonna start going crazy on the middle here. See what happens. I'm gonna put this down to hopefully collect some of the whatever debris. And yeah, we're just gonna get to it. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna do our very best. I'm really scared. Oh my god, that didn't even make a dent. What the f? How am I gonna get this down? Oh my god, this is not good. Thinking this is gonna be way harder than I originally thought. Not surprising. Guys, this tile was clinging on for dear life, and then all of a sudden I heard a huge crash in the kitchen. I just heard something break in my kitchen. Oh my god. God damn it! My cute pottery broke. Because this is the wall. There. Oh my god. To save everything else on my shelves, I took everything down so there was no more accidents. I quickly realized I have spaghetti arms because this was the most difficult thing I've had to do in forever, and it was so hard to get this tile down. And while I was trying to be gentle taking this down, I quickly realized that I was going to save myself more time in the long run if I just took all the drywall out. That seems counterintuitive. But taking the time to be gentle just wasn't working. There was no way to be gentle with this. It took so much force to get this tile down. I just took out the drywall completely, and you know what? That's fine. Stuff like this happens in projects, and I just had to keep moving forward. Really ironic part to all of this is while I was doing this demo, I wished my husband was here so bad. Like, I just don't have the strength of him, so ripping these tiles down, insanely difficult, and I knew if he was around, he would have had the demolition done in probably less than an hour. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he could do that, something like this, in 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I don't have the strength he has, so this almost took me all day to get this tile down. To help this not rip the nice drywall on that side, I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and just go score a line down it so that doesn't happen. When it comes to taking a light fixture apart, it can seem intimidating, but I promise you, it is so easy. All you need to do is go to your breaker box, make sure you have the light switch on in that room at the time. Then just start going through your breakers, clicking them on and off to see which one is connected to that light. Once you have found the correct breaker, flip it off, and then you can just start taking apart your electrical. Once your electrical is apart, if you need access to that plug in the bathroom, you're going to want to turn the breaker back on. I would not turn your breaker on until you put on the little electrical caps onto the end of each wire, just to make sure you're being safe, and then I push those back into the electrical box. If you don't need access to a plug in the space, you can just leave the wires out like that until you're ready to rewire. This is where I'm at demo wise. I need to clean some of this mess up though before I can get those last wedges. So let's get this cleaned. This was another point in the project that I really wanted my husband to be around for. These bags weighed 1,000,000 pounds. Like, I'm not exaggerating. They got so heavy so fast, so I really had to be conscious about how much I was putting in because my back was feeling it. And please tell me how this happened because that toilet was covered. But there's old drywall screws everywhere here. So I'm gonna have to take those all out before I put a new sheet of gyprock in. I feel like I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow from all this demo. I think I'm absolutely gonna die and it's gonna be horrible. And that's a wrap on day 1 of this project. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on day 2 and finding out if I can finish this renovation before my husband gets home.